Hey everybody, this is Nick LeBrun, Lake Pro Tackle Pro staff member, and we're just going to break down the basics of jig selection for bass fishing. You know, we're here in the store today, and when we think about getting into bass fishing, when somebody says, oh, I caught a bass on a jig, you know, that might be kind of overwhelming. So let's just kind of go over what some different kind of jigs are and when to use those. So the first thing I think of is a football jig. So like a football jig is normally heavier, you know, half, 3/4, 1 ounce. And that's something that I'm going to fish on the bottom, usually out in deeper water where the bottom is hard or rocky or a shell bed. And me personally, I just like to drag it. I'm going to put like some kind of crawl trailer on there and just kind of fish it like I would a Carolina rig or anything like that. So that's what I think when I think of a football jig. Now another setup is a swim jig. Swim jigs, I think of something like white and chartreuse or shad colored or even bluegill colored, because a swim jig, I'm actually just casting out there and kind of reeling in and giving a little bit of action. I'm covering water with it. Where other jigs, I might be kind of fishing slower, at a slower pace, but a swim jig is really great for covering water, especially when there's a shad spawn or fish are spawning on the bed or you're around vegetation. Those are all awesome scenarios to try a swim jig. And again, you want some kind of swim bait or crawl trailer on there, you know, to each his own, whatever you have faith in there. And thirdly, a flipping jig. That's a jig that is designed to kind of come through heavy cover and kind of be made to be flipped and pitched maybe under a dock or next to a cypress tree or in a flooded bush. These jigs can vary in sizes. You may have somebody that wants to throw a 1/4 ounce if the water is real cold and the baths are lethargic, or you may have a flipping jig that is 3/4 ounce and they're wanting to get a reaction in a grass mat or something like that. So flipping jigs come in a variety of sizes and colors, but at the end of the day, one of the 3 styles of jigs will definitely help kind of get you a few more bass in your boat.